Sure you had enough this life. 'Cause we're getting to that point. We're getting to the sad song part. I do believe, it's waves, ups and downs. We're due for that moment. Something's got to happen. I mean, it's been so many years since the last moment that we had. I think we forget. We forget. Anyway, if you probably listen to the running water, I'm trying to open up. Hold on. This lie. I open up my water and have a sip for good luck. We're gonna need it. Well, like I said, we have this moon, and then tomorrow would be, it'd be like a Thursday show. All right, I think we have 3 moons left. I said 2. I said 2 yesterday. Anyway, Kirsten Gillibrand was in Troy. You've seen it on Paul Vandenberg's thing on the Google, on the internet. Yes, our eyes should be taken out of us. I mean, are we able to see something of? That's just joking. There, it's just joking. But yes, we need all sides. That's another thing. I mean, there's just so many things, building up right now. It's building up. It's terrible. And, Johnny had a picture there. Not a picture, but a video of a guy on the outskirts of Paris, building the treehouse. I was looking at the video. I also looked at the other video he had yesterday. I was in the thread. You get ignored, because I put up a picture of the president now and the president before with their desk. The one had all kinds of papers on it. It was on the phone. The other one just had one little thing on there, and it was very clean, kind of with the image that I had, back then. I did notice that. I did notice, like, a lot of times, his desk was always just immaculate, like clean. I don't know. People work differently. People have different. I mean, maybe it's all inside, like in his head. Maybe he doesn't need, or maybe someone is doing. Maybe there's another room that he goes in, and all the things that need immediate, attention. Thoroughly going over. I'm just looking at the batteries here. We're pretty good. I got a full pack in my my shorts, my white shorts. Anyways, so we looked at, and we had the primaries and all that kind of stuff. And as we were leaving, we were listening to a little bit of it, the commentary. And, you want to know, like, where are the big headlines. It was also, I don't know, I'm not sure if I can pronounce his last name correctly. I'll say Orr. I mean, it's O-H-R. I don't know what that means. I know, or it's got to be Orr. Maybe they spell it different, like, I mean, there was a Bobby Orr, but he spelled it O-R-R. But this is Bruce Orr. He spells it O-H-R. What I was getting at, excuse me, I need my water. What I was getting at in the opener there, so there's things. I mean, things I would like to say, but I don't want to go through what I went through before. I'm being good. I'm being nice. I'm doing the best I can. But I just heard. I'll just try to explain the story, but I'll just leave out stuff. I'll just, I won't say it. All right, I'll just say there's someone close to me. I know I shouldn't be saying. I shouldn't. Anyway, but they're. Nah, I can't even say it. All right, I can't even say the word. But what was I? Let me go back a little bit here. But see, this is it. When you're walking on eggshells, when your speech is being, stopped, it's, deemed as like, you don't know. Even if you're right, don't matter. But we had this guy on the outskirts of Paris. And when I looked over at the video, seeing it, what looked to be like a mansion, sort of, or maybe like on a golf course kind of thing. It looked all spiffied up and beautiful. We do have the clean water running here, and the Paul Vandenberg thing. It was Kirsten Gillibrand, and I was just reading a few of the comments and everything. And if you go over to like Lemon, you look at the comments over there. And again, they were sitting there discussing, the results and everything. And Angela Rye was like giving her side of it. She's like, I'm riding in and I see all rainbows. It's like the change is coming. The change is coming. There's, people of all whatever. You know how they have to sort us all out. And we haven't been through enough. Distinctions and all this kind of stuff. Doesn't matter who's in there, as long as they get something done. As long as there's paperwork, as long as there's talks. But what are they saying? I mean, the comparison. You have one station go, oh, he totally ignored the report on Puerto Rico. Oh, he totally ignored the shooting. He totally ignored. Trying to get into their head, because what we're supposed to be doing here, we're supposed to be even things out, even them out, making it so, that it just doesn't shoot all the way up to the top. And then there's just, then the people down here, have to fight with one another. But anyway, someone close to me is over there building something in China. Excuse me. And yes, there was a report that China was listening in in real time to the server of Trump's opponent there. And it's thought. You could think about it. You could say to yourself, like, and then Orr, the Bruce Orr, he's his story is kind of different than a few others. I forget their names. There's Page and there's someone else. There's another person involved in all this kind of stuff. Anyway, I know. Let me have some more of this. I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I could, rebound, sound a little bit intelligent, but no. You just get smothered. You do. That's why I say it's not looking good. But, like looking at the video there, that's what it was. Because the guy, maybe he lives he's got time. He's got time to do this stuff. And then you see the beautiful cars that they have coming out, like the Mercedes. We also, supposedly, we don't know if it's true or not, but, there's something on the internet, like, with Bernie driving the beautiful Audi. I don't know, like 8R, just taking a wild guess if my memory serves me correctly. And he has a Ferrari there, and he helped get someone elected. I mean, that's what it seems to be about. It's like we have to get, and they tell everyone. I mean, it's like that's the reason. But they don't like look at like Bill and Bush and Obama. I mean, if you go back, you have to go back. Like let's go back to the '90s. I mean, was there this huge lopsided thing? I mean, did we have these giants? I mean, how did these giants emerge? How did these giants emerge? How did people end up with billions and billions and billions of dollars? How? It wasn't like that in the 90s. Not billions and billions and billions. They weren't taking away your speech. They invented this thing. Or they took over. And the little ones here at the bottom, on the internet. Or wherever. Calling people names. What are they doing? In their beautiful air-conditioned offices or luxury suites. Yeah, everybody's watching. Watching all this. They're even watching us in Jupiter, Mars, or whatever. I mean, it was almost like I was watching like the news more. I was almost like it didn't even seem real anymore. It was like I was listening to Ali Velshi. I was watching his mouth, but it didn't. It seemed like it was like I don't know, like dubbed or something. It just because I did videos for a long time. I mean, the expression, like his mouth was moving, but the words they weren't. I don't know. They were just. But I switched over to the Ingram report, and it seemed clear. Like it just seemed like yes, there's someone there recording it.